welcome back to the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so happy that you're here because we have a really fun episode today. And this episode is all the things that we're not doing this winter. Okay, it's here. It's November. Happy November. Winter is going to be here before we know it. And honestly, I'm kind of here for it. Normally, I'm a summer girl through and through. I mean, I went to college in South Florida. I love the heat. I love the sun. I love being in a bikini. But somewhere inside me, I don't know if I'm maturing or growing up, but this fall, winter weather has really been hitting me differently. I love starting my car in the morning to heat up. I love having my heated seat on. I am just loving it. I'm here for it. And I think it's because it's forcing me to be productive. I haven't really been posting a lot on social media, and it's because I've actually been walking the walk instead of talking the talk. I'm having a hard time doing both. I've just been on my grind, and I want to share this energy with you because I have it in me right now. These past few weeks have been so unreal. I have been hitting every single goal that I've been trying to do. I've been hitting my workout goals. I've been meal prepping my breakfast, my snacks, my lunches. I have been on it, and honestly, I feel so good. Like, I know that people say, oh, eat healthy, work out, and you'll feel good. Yeah. It actually works. It literally actually works. I've been feeling so good, and I just want to share this positive, productive energy with you. And if you're in a funk right now, I've been there. I was in a funk before this. You'll get out of it, and maybe this is the episode, that turning point for you to get out of this funk. So this episode, this idea came to me when I was trying to get myself out of this funk, and it's things that I'm not doing this winter. Things that I am just done doing so that I can live the healthiest, happiest winter life that I want to live. This is more of a fun episode. This is not like my science-backed usual stuff. This is just more fun, more lighthearted, so don't take any of this too seriously. It's all kind of random things. There's no particular order, but it's all things that I've either been doing for too long that I want to stop, or things that I'm just over. And yeah, let's get into it. I have a nice little list that I thought of that I would love to share with you. So let's jump right in. Things that I am not doing this upcoming winter. First things first, and I'm laughing while I say this because I just know it's gonna come off wrong, but I mean it. I'm not waiting until summer to start working on my summer body, okay? I know the holiday cookies, they taste so good, and the holiday season is so fun to just indulge wearing an oversized sweater. Yeah, I get it, it's tempting, but I'm not doing it, okay? Because every summer comes around and I think about all those cookies and I'm like, no, okay? And I don't even really mean this in like the summer body way. Like, of course I wanna look good this summer, but I also mean it in the mental health way. I've been feeling so good working out and doing this consistent routine, and I want to keep it up. And the physique goals, yeah, they are definitely a benefit, and I want to feel my best and look my best, but truly it's about feeling my best. One of the best things that has happened to me for my workout routine is actually getting ACL surgery, and I'm not saying that this is advice for you to go do this because it actually sucks, but having surgery and going to PT has refreshed my workout routine because I go to PT consistently and I never miss. Like, I will not miss a physical therapy session. My physical therapy sessions are workouts. They're workouts in a gym. I'm doing leg press, I'm doing squats, I'm doing lunges, I'm doing leg day workouts. But it's like refreshed my love for strength training and for the gym. You guys know that I was a trainer before teaching dance, and I obviously love working out. I love fitness, but I still go through funks just like anyone else where I don't really want to work out and I don't really feel all that great. But going to PT consistently has like reinvigorated that love for working out, and it's been making me feel really, really good. Not even in the physical sense, but just after work, when I'm exhausted and I go to PT, there are so many times that I don't want to go and I dread going, but every single time after, I feel so, so, so good. All jokes aside, like, I could care less about my summer body. I care more about this mental health feeling that I get every single time I work out. And that's really honestly a goal of mine this winter, is to stay consistent with this workout routine because I'm feeling so good. I'm getting stronger. My quad is healing up, and also just the rest of my body, I just feel good. And that's a good routine for me to have. And I feel like in the past, in the winter, I've let myself slide and I've given myself excuses. And part of that is because it gets dark out and it's cold out and you don't really want to go. But as soon as you get there, you always feel so much better. And like I've said before, the heaviest weight at the gym is the front door. So get into it, get back to it. And honestly, like if you're really struggling, hire a professional. Even if you are advanced in your workout routine, me going to physical therapy, he's honestly like a personal trainer to me. It has truly helped my workouts. It's corrected my form, and I'm a trainer. Like I usually know what form to look for, but even coaches need coaches. Everyone can benefit from having someone cheer them on, give them form corrections, give them feedback. Like I've even considered that once my physical therapy is done, hiring a trainer, because it really has helped me and it gives that extra accountability and extra motivation to show up and show up for myself. Every single time I go, I feel so much better mentally, physically, just everything feels better. And I'm really excited to keep up this routine and keep this going. I'm definitely still gonna have holiday cookies and enjoy myself this holiday season, but I really wanna go into it with my fitness and my nutrition in mind as like the priority, and everything else is just fun and it's as a secondary thing. And I do just want to mention that I'm still very much in recovery from ACL surgery. I still have significant muscle loss in my operated leg, and that is still a big priority for me as it's been this entire process. And to me, that is like a big motivator to keep eating protein, to keep going to the gym, to keep doing the things that I need to do, sleep well, eat well, be hydrated, because I want to heal my body and get back to my normal activity as soon as possible. I'm about 7 months post-op and I still have a long way to go. I'm still not able to run, to jump, and I want to start doing those things because I really love those things. That's like the biggest motivator for me. But think about your own life. If there are things that you want to change in your routine, the winter is the best time to do that. And maybe you also want to change your physique and feel better and look better. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to change how you feel and how you look. I feel like society makes it seem like it's bad to want to improve yourself, but it's not. Especially if you don't feel good, then absolutely get into the gym, get into a workout routine, get into a nutrition routine, and keep that why factor really close to you. Like my why is to heal from this surgery. Think about your why, because that's what's going to help you, especially on those really hard days where you don't want to do it, to still show up for yourself. So the first thing I'm not doing this winter is giving up this workout routine. And guess what? By summer, we're going to be feeling and looking so good. So hide your kids, hide your wife, and get ready, because we're going to be feeling really good. The next thing I'm not doing this winter is I'm not procrastinating for presents. I know that it's literally November 4th when this episode comes out, but Christmas is gonna be here before we know it. I'm not one of those people that puts my Christmas tree up on November 1st, but I do want to look ahead and be prepared for Christmas. I truly love giving gifts, but I like giving thoughtful gifts. I like putting a creative spin on it. I like giving someone a gift that they're actually going to like and enjoy, but it's hard to do that if you're in a rush. And I feel like in the past years, there's always those last minute gifts that I end up getting, and I end up overspending, buying unthoughtful gifts, and it just doesn't hit the same. There's nothing like putting together a thoughtful gift for someone and being really excited to give that to them. And that's what I really want to do this Christmas. Every single gift I give, I want to be intentional about what I'm getting, and I want to actually budget appropriately, get them something they're going to enjoy, put my creative spin on it, and really like make it something fun and romanticize it, if you will. So part of this is starting early, even if it's not buying things right away, but at least making a list, getting ideas together so that I'm not procrastinating and then the day before I'm shopping and just buying anything I see just because I have to get someone a gift. I really don't want to do that, and it's not even fun to do it like that. So that's definitely something that I say every year, but I'm really going to try to do this year because I hate that. I hate shopping a few days before Christmas and then rushing to wrap everything. It's just not fun, and that's not what Christmas and shopping is about. And also, while we're on this topic, I'm also not going to overspend this year. And I know that we say that, but I really think that you can still give really thoughtful, nice, really good gifts without breaking the bank and going over your budget. Some of my favorite gifts I've ever gotten in my life were not the most expensive gifts, but they were the most thoughtful gifts that the person really knew that I specifically would enjoy it. And I want to be that person for other people. So rather than just buying things just to buy them and just breaking my bank, spending all this money, I want to put together really thoughtful gifts that the person will actually like, that's still within my budget and makes sense for me. And my method to do this is I'm just going to make a plan. Even if I'm not buying the gifts and doing it necessarily right now, I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to have ideas so that I'm not rushing the day before. Another note on the holiday thing is I'm not saying yes to everything right away. Now, this is something that I have a hard time with because initially I am so excited about all the holiday plans. But every year I do this to myself where I say yes to way too many things and then I end up so stressed about it and just like not even excited to go because I overloaded myself with too many things. The holidays are a crazy time. There's always a lot going on. And this holiday season, I'm going to take my time before I commit to anything. I'm going to really check my schedule. I'm going to check what I have going on. I'm going to plan ahead and anticipate like, oh, this is a busy week for me at work. Maybe I'm not going to make plans every single night that week and weekend and screw myself over, right? I feel like we're all guilty of this a little bit. I'm not doing it this year. I refuse to do that to myself this year. So I'm going to be very intentional about the plans I'm making and the plans I'm committing to and think about it clearly before I just say yes right away. You can always tell someone, I'll let you know and let them know later. You don't have to say yes right away to anything. And that's something that I try to remind myself of. So that's definitely on my list for things I'm not doing this winter. Okay, next thing that I'm not doing this winter is I'm not being vitamin deficient, okay? This is a more personal one, but this is something that happens to me. I always like slack off on my supplements in the winter. And that's probably the worst time to slack off, especially for vitamin D. So I'm really trying to take all my supplements this winter, the ones that I need. And yeah, this is more of a personal one. If you are good on your supplements or you don't even take any, good for you. But for me, I always notice that when I get blood work in the winter, I'm always a little bit off. So I'm going to be better about taking my supplements. And that's that. Another thing that I want to do this winter is I'm going to embrace the cold. And like I mentioned before, I am a warm girl all the way. I love summer. I love the heat. I like the beach. I like the pool. I like to be tanning. But I'm going to try to switch that around. And I'm really going to try to embrace the cold this winter. Winter does not need to be the time where you're sad and lazy and down in the dumps and in sweatpants and wondering when the last time you saw sunlight is. I know it's very easy to get like that, but this winter, I don't want to do that. I want to embrace it. I want to get outside even when it's cold. I want to bundle up, get some sunlight, get some fresh air, really embrace it. I would like to also do a little winter trip to really embrace it, go to a cabin. I'm definitely not going skiing. If you know, you know. I'm not going skiing ever again in my life. But I would like to go to a little cabin, walk around, see a new town. I think that would be fun. Just like still make plans in the winter time. I feel like in the past, I just don't make any fun plans in the winter outside of things that I'm obligated to do because it's cold and dark. But I really want to push myself to keep doing my favorite things, even though it's cold and dark and all that stuff. So I'm just going to embrace it. And that's that. Another thing that I want to do this winter is keep developing this winter routine. So I kind of mentioned it already, but I've been working out, I've been eating healthy, I've been making good meals, and I really want to keep this going. And part of the inspiration behind it is actually keeping up with new recipes and different comfort foods and things that match the fall and the winter. For me, it's always way easier to cook and eat healthy when I'm actually excited about the things that I'm making. So I want to find some really good fall and winter recipes that I'm actually excited about using seasonal vegetables. I've been eating a lot of sweet potato, right? Like really incorporating that and challenging myself to make new recipes and make new meals. One of my really good friends, Bianca, is doing this insane elimination diet to heal her gut from the inside out, and I definitely want to have her on the podcast. So Bianca, I know you're listening to this. We need to talk about that so you can talk about it on here. But anyway, she's doing this diet, gluten-free, dairy-free, all these things, really just eating whole natural foods, and she's just been crushing it, and it's really been inspiring me to find new recipes. We've been talking about different recipes, and it just really inspires me to keep it going, and I definitely want to keep doing that. And I encourage you, talk to your friends about about it. Like, you can be that person in your friend group, even if you're not seeing a naturopath and doing this diet like Bianca is. You can be that person in your friend group, sending healthy recipes, having your friends over, invite them over to have a healthy meal rather than going out to the bars getting drinks. Switch it around and make like a nice, healthy winter meal and romanticize it. Like, have them over, enjoy it, and switch out your routine. Another thing that I want to do this winter is more hobbies, specifically pottery, okay? Like actual pottery with the clay, forming it with my hands. I just started doing this a couple weeks ago. I literally went yesterday and I'm already itching to go back. It is so much fun. It's one of those hobbies that as soon as I start, I cannot think about anything else until I'm finished. I am so in a zone for like 3 to 4 hours, and it is so therapeutic. It is so calming. It's so relaxing, and it's so rewarding because then when you get it back, you're like so proud of this thing that you made. So much fun. So far, I've already made this clay mask, which is cool because I actually collect masks when I travel. Like, I have masks from Costa Rica, Belize, and different places. So it's really cool that I got to make one of my own. That was actually the first thing that I made. And I made it like Picasso style with the funky eyes, the funky lips. So cool. There is nothing like making something from a slab of clay into like a real thing. And we did the whole thing. Like, I made the eyes, I made the nose, I made the mouth, I made the mask, I painted it, I glazed it, I did the whole thing. And it was so much fun. And yesterday I went back to the place and I made this tray. I made like a chip tray with a dip bowl, like a chip and dip bowl. So much fun, like actually so much fun. And then I get to paint it, and it is just the most relaxing thing. And I'm around these other people that do it too, and they're making things completely different from the same slab of clay. Like, we all got the same tools, the same clay, the same everything, and we end up with completely different products. It's just so fun, and it's so rewarding, and it's just one of the best hobbies. So I really want to keep this going. Like, I'm probably going to go back to every class they offer because it's so much fun. And next, I'm going to do the actual wheel, like the pottery wheel. They have these classes, but it's like an 8-week thing. So I want to sign up for that. Hopefully in January, they offer it again, where you actually sit at the pottery wheel and make like vases and mugs and different things like that. So I see a lot of mugs in my friends and family's future because I'm going to be making a lot of stuff. So if you are my friend, you'll probably get a mug from me at some point once I get good at this. So yeah, definitely going to be doing more hobbies, specifically art hobbies. I feel like in the winter, it's the best time to do stuff like this anyway because you're inside, you're cozy, you're making things. And then I want to have people over to use all the pottery that I'm making. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite things. It's the highlight of my week. I could do it all day, every day. It's so much fun. And I highly recommend, even if you're not artistic, the therapy of it, like having your hands in the clay and working on nothing but that for 4 hours is just so much fun. So definitely going to be doing more of that. And it definitely beats going to the bars. Like, I'm not waking up hungover. I'm not waking up tired. I'm waking up feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, relaxed, feeling good. So I'm definitely going to keep doing that. And I'll probably talk more about it on the podcast. If you couldn't tell, I am very passionate about it. So yeah. Highly recommend pottery. And then the last thing that I really want to do this winter is just be focused on things outside of my own life. I know it's really important to be like self-improvement and self-motivated and self-reliant and all these things about ourselves, self-care, all that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I still do all of those things. But it's also really important to be focused on other people, people less fortunate, people in need, people around you, people in your community. And I've really had my eyes open to this recently where I'm starting to look outside of my own life. I feel like for the past few years, I've been very like self-focused, which is definitely important in your 20s because you're building a life, you're building your career, but it's also really important to not lose sight of the world around you and understand that the world doesn't revolve just around you. And I know that it's very easy to fall into that because we live the same day and we're very comfortable in our lives, but I really want to work hard to not just fall into that trap and not just live in my own little bubble and help wherever wherever I can help. Especially during the holiday season, there are so many people that aren't getting any gifts or aren't spending time with their family for so many reasons. And it doesn't even have to be something that someone did. Like, you could have everything one day and lose it all the next day. And I just want to help out where I can. I keep getting this calling or this feeling inside of me that this is something that I need to do. And I definitely want to do that. And yeah, I'm sorry if this got a little philosophical, but it's just something that I think we can all benefit from. And it helps you realize your life isn't as bad as you think it is, especially if you're dealing with anxiety, depression, or just feeling bad a lot of the time. The best thing you can do is go help someone that's in a worse situation. So I definitely want to do that, especially during the holiday season. Like I said, a lot of people are in funks, feeling bad, going through things. And if I can be a little bit of help and a little bit of light in someone's life, why wouldn't I do that, you know? So yeah, that's this week's episode. I hope that this inspired you to think of your own little list of things that you want to do and stop doing this winter. I'm excited about it. I'm here for it. I've been feeling productive. I've been feeling really good, and I want to keep this energy going. I hope this good energy transferred to you through your headphones from my microphone. And let's have a great week, guys. Let's have a great, productive week. Let's be on our grind. Let's hit all of our goals. Let's do the things we said we're going to do. And let's feel really good. And we'll talk about it next week. All right? I hope you have a great week. Bye.